Hey everyone, today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming Deluxe Vulture. This is a figure I've been meaning to pick up for a while, ever since I heard of his release, because I didn't get the original Build-A-Figure because I wasn't collecting Marvel Legends at the time. But I'm so glad that they came out with this deluxe figure, because looking at it in the package, this guy already looks really good. Speaking of the packaging, let's take a look at it. There's a big open window that displays the figure and his wings and all his accessories. You got Spider-Man Homecoming right there, Marvel's Vulture. You got the Legends series up there. Let me just extend the camera. On the side, you got a nice image of the Vulture. You got the same image on the other side. On the top, you got a Spider-Man logo. On the back, you got another image of the Vulture, and you got a product shot down there. And you got a bio. If you want to read it, you can read it right now. And on the bottom, just barcodes and warnings and stuff. So let me hurry up and get this guy open because I really want to take a look at him. I just want to say, if you hear me coughing a couple times or sneezing a couple times in the video, that's because I unfortunately got COVID. So yeah, just wanted to tell you that if you hear me coughing a lot. So, yep. So for this video, I'm just gonna do things a little bit different. I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna do the accessories last because the wings and stuff, they're big. They're is really big wings. So I'm just gonna take a look at the figure, then talk about the accessories. But just getting out, this thing is separate in the package. It's kind of softish. Doesn't look like it's like flexing or anything. Or I mean, stressing. But that just hooks onto there. But taking a look at this head sculpt, this Vulture head sculpt, I think it looks really, really good. I love the green in the eyes. You got some silver going along the bottom right there. You got this hose that goes around and attaches back there. You would think that like gets in the way of head articulation, but not that much. Well, actually, no, looking up, it will get in the way of that. So you can't really have him looking up that well, which is a bummer because you want him to be in flying poses because he's the Vulture. But there is some green on the sides right there and one splotch of green on the back. And I love this weathering right here on the fur. I mean, on the soft parts of the coat. That looks really good. I love the brown right here. The green looks good. The black looks good. The arms are a little bit dull. There's not really a lot going on there. I kind of wish that they had this in a different color plastic and not brown, just so it can break it up a bit. And also this part right here would have been nice in a different color, so it wouldn't just been straight brown going on the sides of it. But the wrinkles look nice. There is some silver paint right here and some gold right there, and there is a lot more silver on the back right here. A little bit too much silver, if in my opinion. I wish they could have broken it up with some more green maybe, but there is some green and some gold up here. These parts, I think this is new right here. This part, I know the legs are new because they're pinless, but I think this part's also new with some silver on it and some more green and black. And these colors don't really match right here. This green, it doesn't really show up that well on camera. Actually, no, it actually does show up well on camera. This is a darker green and this is a lighter green. This is painted green actually. But not really paying attention at it too much. It still looks pretty good. I love how the silver travels all the way down to here. Looks really good with these prosthetic leg things right here for flying. It looks really good with the claws and silver. I do have an issue on mine where this popped off. It kind of, when I was bending the knee like this, and I tried to move it back, it did that. It bended in, and then it popped this off. But fortunately, it pops right back on. So I just have to be careful not to lose that. But looking at the overall figure again, it looks really, really good. There's some size comparisons. Here he is next to Thor and Iron Man. Unfortunately, I do not have a homecoming Spider-Man to compare this guy with. And of course, here he is next to Masterpiece Jazz. For articulation, there is a ball joint and hinge up at the head, allowing to look up, not at all. Can look down very far. You do, oh, that's kind of, oh, that's stiff. You do got some tilt that way, not much that way because of that is in the way. Rotation right there, there's a hinge at the shoulder, goes up to 90. Can rotate around 360, bicep rotation. Double bend at the elbow, goes right there. Wrist rotation, wrist can hinge out and in. There is an ab crunch. He can crunch forward that much, crunch back that much. Waist rotation, ball joint at the hip, kicks up just a little bit under 90. Goes back that far, goes out to about there. Thigh rotation, double bend at the knee, goes right there. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. You bend the knee too far and it popped off. Foot hinges up to there, hinges back that far. And you also got some ankle pivots. So I think the posability on this figure is pretty decent. I mean, mainly most people are probably going to have him in a flying pose, not on the ground. But if you do want to have him on the ground, I think the posability will work off pretty good. But you probably won't be able to stand him up anyway without the stand that he comes with. Speaking of stuff that he comes with, let's take a look at the accessories right quick. So he comes with these two uh, uh, wrist things that you attach on his hands. We'll do that in a little bit, but there is some gold paint on it and just some silver. And then you got these arm brace things helping with like flying and stuff with some gold paint and just some silver on it. And I'm pretty sure these are painted as well, so that's pretty cool. And they look good. But taking a look at the, well, actually, no, the stand right here is just in clear plastic. Basically, this helps them stand up. If you just want them standing up straight, who would just want Vulture standing up straight on the shelf? You need, of course, you're gonna put them in a flying pose, but it just comes with this. This helps him stand because this is too back heavy for him to stand. So you're gonna have to use that. But the wings, oh, the wings are so very massive. Look at that. Ignore all the shit over there. Look at those wings. They're massive. Let me get it next to a figure. Actually, no, let me put a Iron Man there. Yeah, look at that. Massive wings. Oh shit. Massive wings. These things are huge. I was surprised how big they are when I got it out of the box. And there is some nice sculpted detail on it, like all right here. That's some nice sculpted detail. Look at that right there. It looks all mechanical. It would have been better. It would have been better if it was touched up with paint. But honestly, I'm asking for too much here. Look, and you see right there, you got more of that green paint right there, and more of that mechanical detail. It looks really nice. More green paint right there, and some right there. You got the same thing on the other side, but flipping this around, look at all that. That is good right there. You got, I love this color changing right here. We got purple, blue, and green. That looks really good to me. And then you got some green right there. And you got the fans right here, which look nice. There's some silver dry brush on it, which I think looks really good. Let me just flip these around. Yeah, and these things are on a hinge, but we'll talk more about that when we get to our articulation for this thing. And you got more of that green paint right there, and more sculpted detail, and more of that green paint over here. So overall, these wings look really good. For articulation, there's a hinge right here, and there's also a hinge on the fans, and the fans can move up and down, and it can actually spin in there. There is another hinge right here, and then it can also hinge up and down. So you can get some posing with these wings, and let's attach all of his stuff to him. So first, we want to, I just hit the light. First, we want to remove the hands and then slide this in and then pop the hands on. And I think this goes this way. Is there a indicator on this telling me which way it's supposed to go? No, it's not, but I just put it this way because it seemed to fit better that way. You want to do the same thing. Let me do it behind the camera so I don't hit the light again. Put that on. Hop that on. These pegs are kind of thin, but There we go. Plug these on. There we go. And then we want to get on the wings, and there is a peg right here. Unfortunately, mine is stressed right there. You can see that big white line. It is stressed. I don't know if you can see that well. Let me put it up to the camera more. Yeah, that's a big stress mark. Sucks to have that. But this will peg in right there. There's not a lot of space here with all these lights. But that will just peg in right there. And of course, he's not going to stand, which is why this will come in handy. So you just want to slide this into the grooves right there. And look at that. That looks really good. It's creating a whole shadow thing right here. But that looks really good. Just panning the camera out. Oh, there's some Lysol there. I mean, no, Glad. Just move that. Oh, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards right there. Yeah, that looks really good. Measure this wingspan, actually. Okay, so the wings go to about... The wings are 23 inches long, and the figure stands 6 3/4 inches or 6.5 inches. So this is a large wingspan, and the figure looks really good with the wings on it. I really love the look of this. This looks really good. Overall, I think this is a really cool figure. I love all the extra paint they put on it. As I looked at images of the original, the wings look kind of dull, and the figure as well. But I love all the extra touches they did to it. I love the new legs right there. They look really good. And I love the extra paint on the wings, and I love the extra accessories. I think this guy is definitely worth $40. Anyway, I think the score for this guy, I'm definitely going to give a 10 out of 10. Don't really have that much issues with the figure besides the stand. But anyway, that's it for this review. I'll see you next time. Bye.